what you get. Yeah, it is. Exactly.
I just got the notification.
Or at least go in there and click like.
No shit. Really? Is that what you do? I didn't know that. Oh my goodness.
Excuse you. Oh my goodness, what? Dude, hello there, hello there. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to jump in. You're moderating for me?
Hell no. I'm not good. I don't know how to do that. I really don't.
I have to teach him how to moderate.
Somebody can come on and moderate. Yeah. Where do you even do that?
Oh, geez, Louise. So basically, when there's a troll, right, and they say something, you click and hold it down, and that gives you the options to fuck him up. Pretty much.
I tested out on original project.
No!
Oh.
That's not me.
Oh, I didn't know.
What's wrong with
how come I didn't know that?
Yeah, you did, because I told you the other day.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what everyone's names are. Never remember.
Welcome. Hello. Hey, sissy, you're here. I'm going to give it like a few more minutes. Oh, do me a favor.
You better have purple heels.
That's Rhiannon. Rhiannon, do me a favor. Reshare it again real quick. And then tag PetSmart. Please tag PetSmart right now. It's really important. Just PetSmart. They have like a general page or something. Just type in the @ and then PetSmart, and then the PetSmart thing will pop up. Thank you. I need PetSmart to see this on corporate. Because boy, have I got news for you guys of what happened today. Yeah, Facebook. Very good. I know. I love it. No. What the fudge? Yeah, see, my numbers are different. That's weird.
So weird to see me on the...
You're not even on it.
I just waved and I saw myself.
It's so weird to see my husband. Hold on, you guys. I need to clean the lens. How's the heat over here?
Hot.
Freaking hot. It's like in the hundreds. 100 something. How is it over there?
Oh, move your shoulder real quick.
Which shoulder? This one?
I'll tell you when. Yes, there at that. Look, there's my fan right there. Original product got me.
Yeah, that's the fan right there that you sent him right there.
And the reason it's right there is so when I'm hot, I can grab it and I fan myself at night. I love it.
Your arm keeps saying hi to people.
Not no more. I did. I stopped.
No, you just did it right now. It's so funny. I'm going to start in like 3 minutes. 3 minutes countdown. Oh my, that is hot. For us, slowly getting there. Yeah, it's really hot here. And it's dry. It doesn't really bother us because it's kind of dry, so.
It was so hot
we don't really mind. Hold on, let me push you guys back a little.
Likes to go outside in the heat. Didn't want to go out today.
That's cool. He's using his fan, she said.
Yeah, I love that fan.
All right, my husband's going to talk to you guys for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
I'm watching something.
I'll be right back. You're going to talk to them.
Oh, man.
It's what you get for marrying a famous person. You get to be in the spotlight too.
How is the decor on the fans?
Yeah, talk to him, you guys. I'll be right back.
I don't know what that is. What decor?
Oh, he hasn't, about the putting it on the wall. You didn't put it on the wall.
Oh, no. I didn't put them on the wall for decor. I actually put it on the wall so I could use it. Like, I just reach up there and grab it. Hurry up, babe. She's got a good thing for you guys today. PetSmart acted like shit. I did it. You did what, Rhiannon? All 5 of them fans are going to us, Jen. All 5 of them fans, you're going to us, Jen. Use them. No, I didn't hang up all 5. I hung up the 1. And that 1 I use. And then I gave 1 to each of my kids.
I took 2. No, all our kids took 2.
And then I have a couple left right there that are going in the living room on the wall for decor.
Okay, cool. Thank you, sis.
But the one that's on the wall next to my bed right here, that's not for decor. That's for me to actually use.
Who else is in here with us? Everybody say hi, because I want to know who else is in here. Everybody jump in the chat.
Yeah, Rhiannon, put it on their page. Good idea.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said tag him so it could be on their page, but for some reason it didn't turn blue. So she's going to try again.
Oh, yeah, they love the fans. Matter of fact, my son was using his when I walked in earlier. And I said, why don't you put your fan on? She has a fan on the ceiling. And he said, 'cause I'm using this one.
We're starting in 1 minute.
Rhiannon, original product, said hi. Okay, I'm out.
No.
Yeah, I am. I really am. I love you guys. Bye.
Okay. So, you guys already know how I've been dealing with PetSmart lately. My cat finally had kittens 2 days ago. Was it 2 days? 2, 3 days? Something like that?
I think 2 days, yeah.
She had 4 kittens. Puppies are driving me crazy, like always. I have a new best friend right here. I named it Lucifer 3.0. This is a stress bump. Look, my Lucifer 3.0. Stress bump right here. With all the shit I've been dealing with lately. But here we go. So the entire universe knows that I have been. What's up, Kurt? Kurt's in the house. Kurt, I'm about to blow my top in 2 seconds. So if you guys are wearing headphones, don't turn it up too high. I'm getting ready. Cracking my knuckles. So, number 1, PetSmart shouldn't be the one to be talking when it comes to handling animals. Because everybody knows that they suck. A lot of the employees, when you ask them a question, they pull their cell phones out from the back pocket of their pants and they start Googling the information you're asking them. Don't you think that I could do the same thing without asking you and wasting my time and your time at the same time, right? So, first of all, Rhiannon, were you able to tag PetSmart? Everybody that has Facebook, share this video right now and make sure you tag PetSmart. And make sure it's blue when you tag them because they need to see this. Corporate needs to see this. And I'm going to tell you guys why. So we've been rescuing animals from PetSmart for a very, 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 very long time, for the last couple of years. In fact, PetSmart in Vegas have been calling us for years, adopting animals to us because they can't deal with certain kind of reptiles that they have, because either the reptile's sick or they refuse to eat for them. So we bring the reptiles home. We either take them to the vet or we fix them ourselves, and of course we feed them and they eat for us just fine. The latest 2 reptiles we rescued was a bearded dragon. It was a baby bearded dragon, sucked up crazy. And I even asked an employee, I said, I want to see, by law, you guys could go to PetSmart, any reptile you guys point your fingers at that they have for sale, and you can ask. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. So any PetSmart you go into, you pick out a reptile that you want to get or you're curious or have questions about, you can ask to see their feeding chart. By law, they have to show you their feeding chart. So when I walk into a PetSmart and I feel like this animal hasn't eaten and you could clearly see the animal sucked up, I want to see their feeding chart. I did that to the bearded dragon that I rescued. They had 3 bearded dragons left, and the one that I rescued was really, really sucked up. So I said, when is the last time this animal ate? I don't know. Okay, well, I want to see the feeding chart. They pulled up the feeding chart, and this poor creature hasn't eaten in almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. And I said, well, what's the reason for it? I don't know, just refuses to eat for us. The other 2 eat, this one doesn't. One of the main reasons why an animal doesn't eat, especially in PetSmarts, is they're not happy with their environment. Of course, they're in small little tanks filled with many other animals and reptiles. Of course, they're not going to feel comfortable. Bearded dragons are the type of dragons, especially if it's a male. You can't put, even if it's babies, it's really hard to put 2 or 3 males together. And a lot of times they will only sell male animals and reptiles to you because they don't want you to breed them. Okay? That's another trick, another secret that PetSmart will not tell you. They will.
You know what else they could do afterwards if they want? They could call and make a complaint on how you were treated today, how we were treated.
Yeah, I'll get to that. Just remind me.
Okay, sorry.
It was fun watching the kittens being born. So going back to the reptiles. So my bearded dragon that I got, it was in there with 2 other males. And of course, even at that age, they don't feel comfortable eating together or sharing the same environment. Now, if it's a male and a female, the reptiles are fine. But the thing with reptiles, a lot of people don't know, and of course PetSmart is too ignorant to do their research, is they will put a bunch of males together, and in their mind is because they don't want the customers to breed these animals. So if you buy a male and a female, you could breed them, right? So all they do is they sell males. Same thing with snakes. And it's animal cruelty, number 1, okay? Number 2, I found out that my bearded dragon hasn't eaten in a very long time. That's why I chose him and not the other 2, because the other 2 kind of look a little normal. And I'm really irritated because when I looked at the list of when's the last time they ate, the employee told me, and I said, how come you guys only feed them once a week? Well, once a week on Wednesdays is when we feed them. Every Wednesday they feed their reptiles. You cannot compare a bearded dragon, you cannot compare a gecko, a leopard gecko, which is another reptile they sell there, a couple of turtles, red-eared sliders and other turtles, mainly red-eared sliders, like the little tiny babies, and ball pythons. You can't compare all those animals together, okay? Besides the ball python, who can actually eat once a week and survive, which is normal for them, because you feed them once a week. Within that week period of time, they poop it out and then they shed and then they're good to go, and then you could feed them the following week. and they shed once a month. When it comes to other reptiles, you have to feed them every single day. So when you are feeding, they're fighting again. When you're feeding a bearded dragon once a week, and I walk in there and I see that this bearded dragon is fucking sucked up, and then they tell me that they feed them once a week, and this little guy hasn't eaten in over a week, you're going to give that guy to me. So I paid full price. I don't know if this is the one. So I found a couple of receipts at hand. Okay. Look at all this. I spent this much in 1 week at PetSmart. I give them a lot of business. A lot of business. We go to PetSmart 2-3 times a week. This one, I'm going to show you right now. Dog treat, dog treat, dog treat, dog food. Frozen mice, rats, frozen rat, cat food. Here. My ball python that I rescued from there. I don't even know why you can't. Ugh, it's so annoying. Let me see if the flashlight will work. Hold on. For those ignorant people at PetSmart, I'm trying to show you the ball python. $69.99. Okay? I know it's kind of blurry, but you guys kind of get the point of it. Total I spent when I got my ball python and everything else, and this is just one trip, $149.62. A lot of people don't spend this much money on one trip. This is...
We do it every time.
Just the average of what I paid.
Take care of our animals every week.
That's just the average. Today, we went there. I didn't need that many things. I'm trying to find today's receipt. I think this is it. $12.79. Yesterday, I was there again. $10.83. $141. I have other receipts that I'll pull up later and show you guys. Who spends almost $200 a pop when they go to PetSmart? And we rescue. So that was just a ball python, not even my bearded dragon. Okay? We spend a lot of money in this one location. Of course, other locations too, but this is the closest one to our house, so we go there a lot. All the employees know us there. All of them. Well, they used to. The last 2 months, stretch it out maybe 3 months, they have replaced the original employees that know us, very respectful, from regular employees all the way to management. Everybody knew us. Every time we go there, very respectfully, hi, how are you? How can we help you? What do you need? Crickets. Oh, I need that. That's where I'm going to. I need do you have it? The container. The cricket container, yeah. So, this is the most dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. PetSmart sells crickets. Now, my reptiles, they eat crickets. Of course, not my snake. My snake doesn't eat crickets, but our bearded dragons, our geckos, leopard geckos, our frogs,
our green anoles.
Green anoles, which we rescued from them. You guys have already seen our animals.
Salamanders that are on that team.
Everything that we rescue from them. All the critters eat live crickets. And they sell live crickets. So they put the crickets in plastic bags.
It looks like a bag that they put fish in. It's the same bag they put fish in. I don't have it.
Yeah, those clear bags where they put fish in. Something very similar to this texture.
Yeah, and
this
long
texture.
And skinny.
Okay, this texture. A little bit thinner than this. And what they do, I'm just going to demonstrate. Leave some air in there. Tie it up. Here's all the crickets inside the bag. Here you go. We're selling them like that in bags.
Smashed and...
Obviously, they're going to die in there. And you know, they sell them by count. The least we get is between 51 to, I think, 101.
Right, and 51, that's still 15 cents a cricket.
Yeah.
That adds up.
15 cents a cricket, per cricket that we pay for. Again, it adds up to a lot of money. So this is a type of containers, a lot of times that they use to put the leopard geckos in. And then my bearded dragon actually came in this container. Okay, this is animal cruelty as well. Why are you selling stuff in containers like this, number one? Okay, with just small little holes on top. What if the customer that's buying your reptiles from the, and my snake too. One of my snakes I bought, they put it in this instead of the box. Fucking ridiculous. So you're selling your reptiles in containers like this. Minor fucking holes right here. Barely any room to move around, okay? What if I'm one of those customers who don't know the rules, who don't know what the fuck's going on and how they sell their shit? I decided to buy a couple of different reptiles. You put them in containers like this, but yet I have about 6-7 other places to go shopping or to stop at a friend's house, family's house, whatever the case is, okay? Stop and grab my kid from school, whatever. And they're sitting in a car like this, especially with over 100-degree weather. Okay? Second, when they're selling their crickets in bags, they die. They die within minutes. Even from, let's say, 3-4 miles from my house, hypothetically, to my house, they die. Even with the AC on, they're still in, not in this, but in the plastic bags. There's no air to breathe in there. They die. So now I paid for live crickets when I got there, and I got home with more than half of them dead. My animals are not going to eat dead crickets. PetSmart is responsible for that, but they never want to take responsibility. And when a customer like me complains about it, takes our own containers, we save these containers so we can reuse them for crickets, okay? So at least it has air holes in it. So by the time we bring them home, they don't die in a fucking bag. We bring them home and they're still alive, at least most of them. They bitch and cry about it. Okay? Like 2 weeks ago, we go there and we took our own containers, and this 20-something-year-old girl that was working there, I don't understand how these people are managers. They call themselves managers. I don't get it. And I think this is like the new Biden libtard fucking society we're living in these days, because customers are never right. When you complain, we're the Karens all of a sudden. Okay? 5, 6, 7 years ago, not even stretching 10 years ago, they wouldn't be able to pull the shit. They would not be able to pull the shit. Okay? When customers complain, customers are always right. The managements and the higher up and the district managers are supposed to take our complaints seriously and see what the employees are doing wrong and see what they are doing wrong as a whole in a store to make their purchases better, to make their customers better, happier, and to give a better environment than this shit to their animals. Okay? Excuse me. My throat dried up. So, instead of doing that, nowadays when you complain, you're the bad guy. We went there last week. They had a couple of containers like this. We got the crickets. And then I wanted my bearded dragon. Okay, I'll show him to you guys in a few minutes. The manager the new so-called 20-something-year-old manager, the youngster, she had an attitude problem with me because we were arguing back and forth. I mean, come on, I'm bringing my own container. She wanted to put the crickets in a bag. I said, listen, you can count them in a bag, which I get it's easier to count when it's in a bag, and then put them in this. It's the same price. You can save your bag for another customer, which is better for you, and I will take it in my own container. This is my container, okay? I paid for it.
You talking about last week or today?
Last week.
Oh, okay.
When she had a problem.
Yeah, okay.
And then, so she had an attitude. My husband jumped in and said, what is your problem? Don't give my wife an attitude. Which he has every right to, okay? That's what husbands and wives do. We protect each other. Same thing if somebody else came out with them an attitude. We're the customers, you're the employee. You're supposed to act professional no matter what. You're supposed to act professional. If any of my employees acted like that with my clients, they're gone. They'll be gone. I didn't even have to hear anything from any excuses. They'll be gone in a heartbeat. PetSmart? No, they encourage their employees to not just rip customers off, to be ignorant about animals that you ask about, but yet they encourage them to be tyrants and act like tyrants. That's exactly what they do. So after my husband asked her politely to not talk to his wife like that, he walked away to continue to do shopping while I stood there waiting for the crickets to come along, and asked the manager to give me the Jasper. I named him Jasper, my bearded dragon. I said, I want him. She turned around, she looked at me behind my husband's back. My husband was walking away. She points at my husband. Her words, I recorded it. Everything has been recorded. Everything. And this is all going to corporate. She turned around, her words, my daughter was standing next to me, and she said, whoever or whatever he is to you came at me wrong with an attitude. First of all, bitch, this is when my fucking voice goes up to you guys, not them. He's not whoever, and definitely not a whatever, okay? He's not a whatever. He's my husband. I told her, I said, number one, he's protecting his wife. Number two, that's my husband you're talking about, so you better fucking watch what you say about him. I said, and number three, I said, he didn't come at you in the wrong way. He's protecting his wife. There's a difference between self-defense and somebody attacking you in the wrong way. Let's get that straightened out real quick. Oh, well, I don't care. He had an attitude. I said, no, you had an attitude. I said, we didn't scream, we didn't yell, we didn't cuss, we didn't threaten anybody. He simply asked you to watch your attitude the way you're talking to his wife, and then walked away. That was it. That was it. You're standing here insulting him behind his back. Have the balls to say to his face then. Have the balls. Whatever you said to me, call him a whoever or whatever. Call him an it. I dare you, because that's pretty much what you said. You insulted him. Call him a fucking it. I dare you. Call him an it in front of him. And see how fast you regret it. By me. So she turned around and she said, I said, nobody fucking threatened you. Nobody cussed at you. You had an attitude from the beginning when we asked you to put the crickets in my own container. My own fucking container. And save the bags, your bags, for someone else. I paid for this. And you want to give me a hard time because you want to be a bitch. And you call yourself a fucking manager. I'm almost 40 years old. You're in your fucking 20s. The problem with society and millennials these days, these little punks, they have no respect for their elderly. They have no respect for people that are older than them. They don't know jack shit when it comes to customer service. You're supposed to be professional. Even if the customer is wrong, you're supposed to be professional. Even if you're on your fucking period and your hormones are fucked up and you come to work pissed off at the world because you're a female and you're on your rag, it doesn't mean you're supposed to let your anger out on your customer. You can nicely explain and tell me, I don't feel comfortable if that's the reason, but that wasn't the reason. Let's just say hypothetically, she doesn't feel comfortable putting it in here. She wants to put it in the bag. Explain it to me. Don't give me an attitude about it. That's the problem with customer service these days with employees in PetSmart. Every single motherfucker is sitting on their high horse thinking that we owe them something. If it wasn't customers for us, they wouldn't have a job. If it wasn't customers for us, their doors wouldn't be open today. Does it make sense? So don't sit here and bitch about this just because you're on your rag.
Didn't say with words.
Hey, Valerie, welcome. What are my thoughts on zoos and males with animals? Animal cruelty. There are some certain animals that will get along with other males, but when it comes to animals in general, you need to know about their species first before you mix them up. So, hold on. So, anyways, she turns around. She's getting ready to turn around and give my bearded dragon to me. When she hears the truth about me putting her in her place, very nicely, very professionally, I didn't even raise my voice. She turns around and looks at me again. My daughter was standing next to me. And she goes, you know what? I don't have to sell you this animal. I said, you know what? You don't own this animal. You didn't pay for it. So you have to sell me this animal. One way or another, I'm going to get this animal. Do not test me. I said, if you don't, one thing you need to know about me is jump on my YouTube, jump on Facebook, jump on TikTok, jump on Instagram, jump on all my social media pages. You will see who the hell I am and how very respected I am from the public. I have hundreds and thousands of followers from around the world, including clients. I said, I am the last person you're going to sit here and argue with and get your way with. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get away with it. I will take this bearded dragon. Whether you give it to me or someone else gives it to me, I'm going to take this bearded dragon. I'm refusing services. Okay, we'll see about that. That's
the response. If you want to make a complaint, you're automatically the problem, and they get you out that way. They refuse service. They make you the problem. They make it to where you cannot make a complaint.
Yeah, they try to block you in every avenue possible so you don't make a complaint. You can't make a complaint because, again, they're sitting on their high horse. The thing is, you need to get out of the store. We're refusing services. I'm sorry. Trespass me, call the fucking cops, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. This is America. This is not a third world country, okay? We wear fucking shoes. We're not barefoot walking around like fucking animals just stealing shit anywhere we go. We wear shoes, we walk in stores, and we fucking pay like normal human beings. I've been coming to this fucking store for many, many fucking years. Everybody knows me, and they know who the fuck.
Never threatened anyone, never call them out a name, nothing.
In fact, they know us and trust us so well, especially at that location, not comparing to other locations, because everyone else is mostly cool with us. And they need to take an example from other locations. Because this one particular location, I'm going to give you guys the address, actually.
They're all friends there. Wait till you guys hear about what happened today, and wait till you hear how the district manager acted.
I'm getting there.
Read it out loud. And you guys, if you want to complain, please feel free to call and complain.
Yeah, feel free to call and complain. We'll give you the number.
Wait till you hear.
So this is the one on 1321 West Craig Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89032. Their phone number at the store is 702-938-5880. I will give you that information again later. But anyways, so here comes walking my husband behind this bitch with the manager that we've known for a long time. Now, what I do notice though, I found out today and it hit me and made me realize is the employees at that location, they're all fucking snakes. They're snakes. They're two-faced snakes. So this manager that comes walking up trying to fix the problem, come to find out, which she slipped up today and said, all the employees know you guys and they're talking about you. What happened to employee confidentiality? And I recorded them.
What? Like, what the fuck are you saying?
Recorded them. What are you talking about? I want to know. And you know what? I'm getting my attorneys involved in this.
She straight told me, she goes, are you going to make a complaint to corporate? I go, yes, I am. She started laughing and said, that ain't going to do you any good. My friend is the district manager. And I figured she was telling me the truth because I made complaints before and no one called me back. So when the guy called me back today, I recorded the whole phone call. You guys can hear that too. I straight tell him, what she said, and he backs her up and tells me not to come in the store, and he doesn't care about my recording. He doesn't care what she did.
Mm-hmm.
They were fucking rude.
Well, I said I'm getting there. So the manager walks up behind this employee, and she said, what's the matter? I said, I am done with her mouth. I am done with her attitude. You're going to get me this bearded dragon that I'm purchasing today, and she can kick rocks. Bye-bye. The woman looks at her. Both managers look at each other. And the manager that was older than her, that's known me longer, tells the other girl, I got this. You can go do other stuff. And the woman that was refusing services to me looks at me. I look at her and I said, bye-bye. You heard what she said. You can kick rocks now because I'm going to get my bearded dragon just like I said I was going to get my bearded dragon. And I got my bearded dragon. Okay? Today we go there. And again, same problem. New workers, and these kids, I can't even say it on my channel because I don't want it getting fucked up. They all look like lip-tart inbreds. That's the basic way I can explain how they look like. Lip-tarts, inbreds, they all look the same. They all look they're between, 18 and 20-year-old kids. Okay? And here's this little tiny skinny little girl with glasses. She comes strolling around. I said, hey, can I get some crickets, please? They had like shitload of crickets this time. Again, oh yeah, and that's another thing. They're always out of animals and crickets lately. God knows what the fuck that reason is. But yet other PetSmarts always have animals. So she comes and she's like, how many do you want? And I said, 51. She started off with an attitude. I bit my tongue. I said, I'm not even going to say shit. She looks like a little kid. I can bite my tongue. I'm better than her. I said 51. And so, but I left my containers at home because we didn't go to PetSmart from home. We had to go to the post office and do other stuff. And I had to mail my products that my clients purchased from me today. So I had to go to the post office. And then I was like, well, you know what? It's on the way. Let's just go to PetSmart. So we go to PetSmart. And then, so she gets this bag. And I said, no. I don't want a bag. They die. They die in a bag. The crickets die in a bag. I said, you guys have these little containers. And I explained exactly what kind of containers they have. And so she doesn't know anything. This is a problem with PetSmart employees. They all have to scatter around asking each other questions that the customers have for them. That particular individual never has an answer for any of us. They're always scattering around asking other employees the same question that one customer asked one employee. That's ridiculous. Okay? They need to train their employees a little better. A lot better. So I said, okay, well, she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. So she gets on her headphone and the way they treated their animals. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you came on. Stick around until the end. Thank you. Because I got a lot more to say about the animal cruelty there. So she did not know what containers I was talking about. She had to radio in the little stupid fucking headphone they have and ask an employee of what, and in my luck, guess who comes strolling along? That fucking one manager. The little 20-something-year-old with glasses that refused services to me last time. Well, she couldn't refuse services this time because she felt stupid last time when I got my bearded dragon after she told me she wasn't going to give it to me. And I still got it. So she comes strolling around, about 300 pounds. And she looks at me and she goes, how can I help you? With the fucking attitude, looking at me up and down. Dude, I have had about enough of this place. Okay? These little millennial youngsters, they need to learn a lesson here or two of how to talk to customers and adults. I have had about up to here. Okay? My patience is at 0 at this point. 0. My husband's patience is at 0. And I had my son with us this time, my little boy. What is my boy seeing and learning from the public? Ignorance. Ignorance. And I'm constantly telling my son, pointing out these fucking idiots and saying, don't learn from this idiot. Don't learn from that idiot. You see how they're doing wrong? You're better than this motherfucker. You're better than this motherfucker. Don't follow these motherfuckers' footsteps. My son even looked at me and said, Mom, why is she giving you an attitude? I said, don't worry about it, baby. I got this one. So I looked at her and I said, oh, it's you again. Hi. How you doing? What do you want? Okay. Okay. Gloves are off. Gloves are off. I'm trying to be nice. What do I want? So I told her, I want 51 crickets in a container. Maybe you should teach your employees what a container is and what it looks like in this store, since they're getting paid for nothing. Just walking around doing nothing. Well, we don't have any containers today. Okay. So in the reptile area, there's a right across from it in the same aisle, fish tanks. In between the reptiles and the fish tanks, there's that little one-person booth stand, okay, where they have their paperwork. When you buy an animal, there's a paperwork there, there's a paper clip, and then they have underneath it, they have a trash can. A trash can. Normally, underneath it is when the other employees and managers that knew us and respected us, they would either go and grab them themselves, or they would tell either me or my husband, do us a favor, go behind the counter and grab a container for the crickets for us. No problem, we would go and do it. So my husband goes there behind the counter, looking around, and in their trash can, lo and behold, there was about 8 of these. 8 of these in the trash can. So my husband pulls it out and says, ma'am, you guys do have them, but they're in your trash can. We'll still take it though, because they were clean. We'll still take it. Guess what the manager says? This will blow you guys' mind. This will blow you guys' mind. I couldn't believe what I was hearing her say. She told my husband, we can't give you those containers anymore because we need to use them for our animals. We need to use them for our animals. So if you don't want to give this to us because you want to be a condescending cunt whore bitch and you don't want to give this to us, but yet my husband finds about 8 of these in the trash can? Tell me that they're not being a bitch on purpose. 8 of these in the trash can, and she's telling me and my husband that they're using these containers, reusing them for their animals that they don't even fucking take care of.
She said, oh, they're too valuable for us to just give them away. I said, well...
Yeah, they're too valuable for them to give them away.
So
That's what they said.
So I go, well then, what about these ones in a trash can? Why are you throwing them away? Aren't those valuable? And she's like, no, we don't need those. I'm like, no, you must take these back out. They're valuable. Remember, and gave them to her.
Yeah. My husband started taking them out of the trash can and said, oh, no.
They're valuable.
If they're too valuable to give it to the customers that they're paying for to get the fucking animals, here you go.
Take it out of the trash can.
Take it out of the trash. There's about 8 of these. So you're telling me you don't want to give these to us that we pay for, that we fucking pay for, because they're too fucking valuable, that you reuse them for your animals and your reptiles, but yet there's 8 of them in the fucking trash?
And then she threatened me with COVID. Oh.
Oh no, Gemma. This is too big of a fucking corporate. They won't be able to change their names. The only thing that we could do is make them shut the doors down for their location. That's where I'm headed. I'm gonna make them shut the fucking doors down for their location.
I'm gonna file a lawsuit for...
We're filing a lawsuit on them.
For...
Damn right.
Discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
They're discriminating against me.
It's discrimination. I think the reason why they treat us that way,
That's the
and I'm
only
not
way-
just talking out of my ass, I have visually seen this, and my husband noticed it too, is the fact that we are at PetSmart 2-3 times a week, either buying food for our animals and reptiles, or buying food and for our animals and reptiles on top of buying more reptiles and animals from them. So they're looking at us like, bitch, how the fuck can you afford coming here 2-3 times a week and spending this much money in 1 week?
Like.
That's exactly what they act like. When they're ringing us up, they're not just politely ringing us up. They're throwing our shit everywhere on the counter.
Must be nice.
Which is not necessary. And then they make the remarks under their breath. Must be nice. Must be nice to come over here every time and buy a new animal. Must be nice to be affording to all these food and stuff you get for your reptiles. Bitch, you got something to say? Fucking say it to my face. Don't talk out of your ass. Say it to our face. You're that jealous. You're that jealous. There shouldn't be any jealousy. If you fucking hate your job so much, find another job. If you want a good career and better paying job instead of working minimum wage at PetSmart, go get a better job and better your life. Don't talk shit about customers that can afford this stuff.
Or when I worked at a restaurant, I didn't say every time I brought someone their steak, oh, must be nice. I wish I could have this.
Yeah.
I worked at a restaurant, I delivered their food, and that was it. Like, why would you be jealous of somebody?
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's unnecessary to talk to customers like that.
And then tell them what she threatened me with.
Especially when we've been going to the same place for years and not had a problem.
And how the district manager called back.
Maybe 1 or 2 employees here and there that needed to be taught a lesson of how to be a good customer service representative. Everybody else treated us normal. Let me tell you how much they trusted us. When we walked in there, you know how like a lot of times when you purchase an animal, they take the animal to the front counter and put it on the register for the register employee to keep an eye on it to make sure that you don't run out with the animal. until you're ready to pay for it, and then you go to the register to pay for it. Because we've been going there for such a long time and everybody knows us and respects us and trusts us, because number one, we're not fucking thieves, okay? Number two, I have a clean fucking record. I'm not planning on getting a fucking felony over a $30, $40, $100, and $200 animal. It's not worth it for me. I have kids to fucking support and take care of, okay? And number three, I don't get, yes, we are valuable customers, thank you. I don't purchase something that I cannot afford. I'm not stupid. Obviously, I manage my finances pretty well, enough to be able to afford the animals that we have right now. And we take damn good care of them because we are in that fucking store every week getting stuff that we need to get for our animals. We stand in line like everybody else, wait for our turn, pay for everything. Even the security guards, they have multiple security guards at every shift standing there. Even they know who we are. I've seen them walk around and follow other customers because they suspect that other customers of stealing. Not one time have they done that to us because they know who we are and what kind of people we are. And the fact that we are building their business and keeping their doors open, customers like us, because we're paying customers, we're not thieves. I don't know where the old workers went. I don't know. I heard a lot of them quit because they got sick of PetSmart's bullshit. I heard a lot of them quit. And the reason I know this is because I do have a couple of their phone numbers and they have my phone number. See, we became really good friends too. We became really good friends too, where we exchanged phone numbers. That's the biggest trust between a customer and an employee. And then I found out that a lot of them quit because of animal cruelty and because they didn't want their names getting dragged down with the libtard millennials these days, the fucking inbred looking motherfuckers that are working there now. They didn't want their names getting dragged down too as being one of the worst employees at the worst fucking PetSmart in town. It was their reputation. They cared about their reputation. They actually went and got other jobs, better, higher paying jobs. And the fact that the employees, I found out as well, if you go against their guidelines, which their guidelines are, you could treat your customers like shit and you could kick them out and trespass them. They could go somewhere else. I don't care where they go. Those employees were not like that. And if they went against these tyrants, they would get fired. You know why they would get fired? Because they want to silence everybody. This is the society we live in today, where everybody's getting silenced. Not me. I have a big mouth. Yeah. I have the loudest voice. My voice is louder than a fucking microphone. I have the biggest mouth in the fucking world. Try to silence me and I will get louder. It doesn't work that way in my country. My fucking country, red, white, and blue. And those fucking libtards that don't like it, pack your shit and get the fuck out of my country. But no, corporate doesn't want to hear it. District managers don't want to hear it because they're all libtard tyrants. It's not going to happen. We're not going to let them walk us out, drag us out, and fucking shoo us away just to silence us. We're paying customers. It doesn't work that way in our country. My country. Where I'm a fucking U.S. citizen. I pay my taxes every year. I'm not on welfare. I don't get food stamps. I don't get government assistance cash. I pay everything in cash. But yet those motherfuckers that are on welfare get treated a lot better than us. Working at PetSmart and getting childcare at the same time on top of food stamps and WIC and other programs. I don't get that shit. I have my own business. I work hard for my money. And they're going to try to turn me away? If it wasn't for customers like us, those motherfucking inbred looking cocksuckers would not even have a job.
There goes.
No, I'm done with it. Awful environment, yes. To work and shop, yes. So my husband called today. So again, so the shit is going back to what happened today. So the bitch is giving me a fucking attitude, blah, 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 about the crickets. My husband hands the containers that were found in the trash can that was so valuable for them that they so-called reuse for the fucking animals. Tell me, this was in the fucking trash. This is so valuable, you throw it in the trash just because you want to be a fucking tyrant bitch and not give it to me? That I fucking paid for? Embarrassing for them, isn't it? So he goes and talks to the other manager, the one that sold me my bearded dragon, Jasper. What did that manager tell you?
When you
Lisa.
call on the phone,
No. Lisa. When you went and talked to Lisa. Lisa is one of the fucking other tyrants
she said,
that
"Are you
work
going to
there."
call corporate?" I said, "Yeah," because I wanted the lady's name.
You might want to come closer. Can you guys hear him? I don't know if you guys can hear
Give
him.
a one if they can hear me. I don't want to get on the camera.
Let me know. You don't have to be on camera, but let me know if you guys can hear him. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I said, "Can I get that lady's name?" And she looked at me and said, "Why? What are you going to do with it?" I go, "I'm going to call corporate." She goes, "You're going to call corporate? It's not going to do any good." I go, "Yeah, it will." She said, "No, it won't. They're just going to give it to my
District
manager, and he happens to be a friend of mine, and we've already all been talking about you guys." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And we got that on recording.
Yep. I recorded everything.
And so when I made a complaint,
And then what happened was, real quick, before you do that.
I didn't want him to call back. You tell the rest. I'm watching.
So my husband was already talking to Lisa, one of the managers there, who started laughing, saying, because my husband has called already 3 times within the last couple of weeks at corporate to talk to somebody from corporate, not just a district manager, but somebody from higher than him. And she laughed at my husband today and said, "Oh, well, there's a reason why you didn't get a call back from the district manager. Because we're friends. We're all really good friends over here. And basically, he's not going to take your side. He doesn't care to call. Okay, he's not going to call you. He's my friend. He's a really good friend of mine." "Oh, I'm sorry. What are you guys doing behind closed doors together that you have each other's back? I thought this was supposed to be a corporate company, corporate store, ran by corporate. And the district manager is your friend, but yet he refuses to call a customer for a complaint. He's a tyrant too." So my husband called corporate again today. I recorded it. I think I'm going to put this recording online. I can't do it. I can't have you guys listen to it right now because I'm on my phone. I'm live on my phone. I try to use my other phone to go live, and I don't know what happened to it. But it is on my phone, and I saved it, and I'm actually going to send it over to corporate. And my attorney. Actually, I think I'm going to have my attorney do all that shit because I'm done dealing with them personally. But my husband calls and we tell him in the car. Oh, yeah, real quick. So before we go there. So I walk over to my husband and Lisa, the manager that are talking. And I said, "You know what?" I told Lisa and my husband. I said, "You know what?" I said, "I'm done with that fucking bitch. I'm done. I said, "I recorded everything. The way that she's fucking treating us, I am done with it." I said, "And I'm going to contact corporate because I'm done. And now that I have the proof of the way that we're getting treated, I'm going to go public with it too." I let her know. She turned around and she goes, "Well, you can't record here." It's on recording. You guys will hear it. I think I'm going to post it later on when I have time. She says, "You can't record. We're not giving you authorization." Bitch, you don't need to give me authorization. And I'll tell you why. Number one, in the state of Nevada, this is how ignorant these fucking libtards are. Number one, in the state of Nevada, you don't have to tell anybody that you're recording. You can record them, okay? Number two, if one party is recording, the other party has every right by law to record as well. It's a two-way street. So both parties can record each other. So I looked at her and I said, you are recording me. She goes, I'm personally, she's like touching her boobs and shit, like, oh, she's the shit. She's touching her boobs and she goes, I'm not recording you. Okay, you don't have to go all dramatic and sarcastic at me, Lisa. I know you're personally not recording me, but the roof that you're working under and getting paid by is recording me with all kinds of cameras around. So as long as they're recording me, I can record you too. On top of the fact that I have many videos from PetSmart at that location that I recorded and posted on my YouTube channel. So she's trying to throw the law book at me as if she fucking knows what's going on. Imagine if she called the cops. The cops would have looked at her and said, you're fucking stupid. You just wasted our time. Maybe we should give you a citation for wasting our time. Pretty much, right? So she's like, no, but I'm not giving you the authorization. You don't need to give me an authorization. You don't need to give me. You're a public servant working for us. I can record you right now too. Say cheese, smile. I'm going to. That's exactly, Gemma, what I was talking about, is contacting animal welfare. We're going to contact PETA. We're going to contact animal shelter, the pound. No. I'm sorry. Animal control. We're going to contact animal control and PETA. And she said contact animal welfare officers.
What?
Gemma said contact animal welfare officers.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing I looked up.
Put it in your phone real quick.
I got it. I took a picture of it.
Okay.
Yep, thank you. Good idea.
RSPCA. We have an RSPCA, right?
What is that?
The fucking TV show that they have, RSPCA, where they go and rescue all kinds of animals for even inside private buildings and stuff.
We have those here.
Yeah, type in RSPCA. Text it to me so I don't forget. Thank you. That was the, oh my god, that was the name that I was looking for. RSPCA.
R-E-S-P-C-T?
No, RSPCA. Thank you, Gemma.
Gemma, that's a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
So we're gonna definitely do that. But so long story short, it was one of their officers that approached me and asked me to take pictures of behind the scenes for him. So basically, Gemma worked in a PetSmart store kind of thing.
Right.
The reason why she quit there is because she saw how they treated them.
animals.
So RSPCA asked her to take pictures behind the scenes so nobody would know and gather evidence, and those motherfuckers walked in there.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Thank you for telling us that. That's cool. Thank you.
They have no idea how fucked PetSmart is.
Yeah, because I'm actually gonna do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going all the way. We're gonna be worse than fucking Karens on this planet. So, and we're doing it for a good cause, okay? Me, I don't care. Say whatever the fuck you want, but it's the animals. It's the animals that we're very concerned about. So my husband contacted, again, everything was recorded. When we got in the car, I put my phone on record. He calls with his phone, lets them know he's being recorded. They're being recorded, all that shit. Talks to corporate. The woman on the phone reassures us that the district manager we've already talked to and had a problem with, that did not take care of the problem at all, was not going to contact us. We wanted his boss. We wanted higher up above him to contact us. Don't worry about it, Donnie and Monica. I promise you, I'm putting everything in notes. In fact, I'm copying and pasting her words, copying and pasting everything I write, putting it in the system. So when I send it out there, I'm going to make sure the district manager does not call you. Somebody higher up will call you. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for doing your job. Her name was Christine or Christina. I got her name too on recording. So An hour later, lo and behold, guess who calls? Guess who calls? The district manager that we had an issue with. Corporate doesn't even know how to do their job. Corporate does not know how to do their job. The district manager calls. Now, see, there's a difference between sitting here talking about it because I'm so aggravated and I'm talking with a bunch of passion and shit and screaming and yelling and cussing. Our demeanor was completely different in the store. Acting professional just for the reason that I did not want to get kicked out. Otherwise, I had to call the cops. I was getting ready to call the cops on them. And the fact that for me to gather enough evidence on them, I had to be the adult and the professional one, while the employees and the managers were acting like ignorant little babies. Okay? Throwing a hissy fit. Talking shit. What'd you do? That's what you tell me when I have nails to do it. So he calls my husband's phone. First thing he does is he starts talking shit from the gate. Starts talking shit from the gate to my husband. Trying to tell my husband how we were the problems. And if we go in the store one more time and cause any problems, that he was going to trespass us. I'm glad you made that threat. What's his name? Brandon? I thought it was Kevin or something.
I'm pretty sure he said Brandon.
Kevin?
But we can listen when we play the tape.
I'm going to listen and replay it.
We can record it on my phone and you can let people hear it.
I should have done that before I went live.
I know.
So everybody could hear the conversation. So this district manager who has all the store employees' backs, who trained all these employees to be like him towards customers, decides to call and make threats. So my husband stops him for a minute and says, before you continue talking, you need to hear what I have to say, and this is what happened. So my husband starts telling him all this stuff, everything that happened. From the last couple of weeks we've been going there. And you know what this fucking punk says? He starts talking over my husband. My husband tells him, I'm going to put you on my wife's YouTube. She's a big YouTuber. She's very, very well known around the world. And he says, I don't care. Okay, you don't care, punk? You're live. You're on YouTube. I'm going to show him how much he doesn't care. Because I think they thought we were full of shit. I think they didn't really believe us. PETSMART store number 1027. Store number 1027. Again, PETSMART, North Las Vegas, Nevada. Store number 1027. 1321 West Craig Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89032. Store phone number 702-938-5880. This is how much the district manager and corporate don't care. It's okay. They thought I was bluffing. They thought my husband was bluffing. They never expected me to put them on YouTube. They're on YouTube now with their store number and their address. There will be animal welfare guidelines they have to follow. I would start by looking into the rules. on the transportation of animals, how they need to arrive at the store and then transport between the store and home of the customer. Well, you know what? I would gladly take all their animals in right now. I have plenty of space in a big house. And then I can take my time feeding them, getting them back to health, plumping them up, getting them back to health, and then start rehoming them to those who deserve to have good animals that I know that are going to take care of animals really well. Because this fucking store doesn't deserve animals. Feeding their reptiles once a week. You would be able to point out where they're breaking the law. Yeah. Well, I already know. I mean, pretty much. It doesn't take a genius to figure out when you're walking in and you see a chameleon, maybe in a 5x5 or 3x3, I don't know the exact number or size, a small little cube, a chameleon, with a water dish. A water dish. Listen to me. Everybody listen carefully. This is real important information. A water dish in a chameleon's small habitat. A little box, right? Number one, that's animal cruelty. To keep an animal in such a small environment. Number two, chameleons don't drink out of a water dish. They drink from a waterfall. Their tongues are designed in a way where they can't drink out of a water dish. Not possible. You cannot have a chameleon drink out of a water dish. They need to have a waterfall. So you know what they do? This is the sad part. They spray the glass all around it once a day. Spray the glass all around it. And the chameleon drinks from the glass, the water coming off the glass. Tell me that doesn't, if that doesn't make your fucking blood boil right now, get off my fucking page. Get the fuck off my page. If that doesn't make your blood boil. I've rescued about 3 chameleons already and rehomed them. I paid them. When I say rescue, I didn't get them for free. I purchased for them, and then I rehomed them to people who knows how to take care of animals. Poor chameleons drink once a day. The gecko's water, and the turtle's water, and the bearded dragon's water, the dishes are filled with green slime in it. Dirt got built up in there. Weeks worth of dirt built up in there where it turned green slime. Instead of washing it out, their water bowl every day and cleaning it and giving them fresh water, they just add water once a day. A lot of times, the dishes are dry. That's how they take care of their animals at PetSmart. And then the reptiles, they feed them once a week. I rescued the ball python. I call him Lucifer 2.0 because I had a Lucifer ball python a while ago. He's so sucked up. When I asked PetSmart why he was so sucked up when I rescued him, you know what they said? He hasn't eaten. Well, I need to see the chart. Oh, you don't need to see. Nope, I need to see the chart. Brought me the chart. They got the animal a week ago. I said, this thing hasn't even eaten in over a week. Did you guys feed him? Oh, we tried feeding him, but he wouldn't eat. Oh, I do. I have a lot. I filmed a lot, Gemma. I have a lot of evidence. That's why I'm sitting here confidently talking to the world about it. I have films. I have pictures. This place is screwed. This place is screwed. I'm telling you. I have plenty of evidence on their asses. Animal cruelty. Now, if they want to adopt those animals to me, there's a difference between rescuing and paying for them, and then they adopt them to you because they can't take care of these animals properly. So I have to get them for free. They have to give them to me. They have to hand the animals over to me for free with the adoption paperwork. If they want to do that and they sign a contract where they will only sell animal products but not live animals, then I won't sue them. But as far as I know, I don't think they're going to do that. So I'm going to pursue with the lawsuit. They have two options. Either hand me all those animals to me, adopt them out, I'll sign all the paperwork, I'll bring them home, I'll save them, I'll rescue them. And you never, ever, ever sell a live animal from that location again, or I will pursue with the lawsuit. And then not only will I get those animals for free or have animal control or RSPCA come pick them up and rehome them, but now you're going to pay for all the damages that you've caused on these animals and the harassment and being a tyrant on top of that to me and my husband, and the pain and suffering that we have to go through every time we walk through those doors peacefully just to fucking buy necessary things to take care of our animals, including their food. You see where I'm coming from, you guys? You see why I blew my top earlier? Good question, Gemma. One of the managers that worked there, actually, that's a good idea. I was planning on contacting her. I don't want to say her name right now because corporate's watching. But there was somebody there that's been there for a long time and just recently quit. And I found out she quit because she couldn't handle the amount of stress they put on her over there with the animals. She's also the one that told me that they found, this is another thing. You think that makes your blood boil right now, sis? Listen to this. Not just her, but many others that quit, right before they quit, guess what they told me? I think within the last, not even a month. And that's when I started getting the ball going on this lawsuit. Let's say, for example, they order a bunch of geckos, snakes, and bearded dragons. Snakes, they have a limit, but bearded dragons and geckos, let's just say leopard geckos, they order them, right? It gets shipped to the store. They handpick the beautiful ones. They handpick the fancy ones. They handpick the ones that enough. I mean, obviously they have a limit of how many animals per tank they could put in. Once they fill those tanks up with those animals, and there's leftover animals, that live, living animals, alive, moving, eating, breathing, drinking, alive, and flesh. They keep them in those boxes that they get shipped from. Close the boxes back up so nobody can know what's in there. They take it out behind the store and throw them in a dumpster. Bet you guys didn't know that either, huh? And I'm not just talking out of my ass. A lot of employees have confirmed that. In fact, watch YouTube. I think there's a YouTube video About a year or two ago, somebody even filmed that, and it just recently got to my attention. One of their employees sent me that video to watch. Live animals in the dumpsters behind PetSmart in boxes. That's why I'm exposing PetSmart. They want to sit here and treat us like shit. They want to sit here and be tyrants and tell us what to do, when we're the ones that are paying to keep the doors open and keep their jobs. All because of hatred and jealousy of the amount that I spend over there every week, and they can't afford as much as I can. You know why? Because I actually bust my ass off and work. Again, I'm not on welfare like they are, which I don't care who's on welfare and who's not. But don't treat me like one of those people, because I pay everything cash and I work really hard for my money. I'm not surprised, Gemma. Speaking of dead animals, listen to this. 2 weeks in a row, last week and the week before. Two different customers came in. Okay? Two different customers. Guinea pig cages. All kinds of guinea pigs set up. You could tell these customers were excited to get the guinea pigs. They were taking really good care of them, just from the size, the big size of the cages, not the small ones, but the big size of the cages, with everything a guinea pig needs. Everything. I can't even say anything to the customer. It's not the customer's fault. You can tell the customer put money into this guinea pig. The cage, the environment, the setting, the food, everything. Roll in with the cart, with the cage and the guinea pig in. They're bringing it back to PetSmart, because I think PetSmart has a 2-week policy. If the animal dies within 14 days, you bring it back. 2 weeks in a row, two different customers. Last week and the week before. Last week when I got Jasper, my bearded dragon. The week before, last week when I got my my ball python. The week before when I got Jasper, my bearded dragon. 2 weeks in a row, two different customers walking in with the full setup, cage setup, everything for the guinea pigs they bought. Dead. Guinea pigs were dead. So I even stopped and talked to one of the customers. She was a parent of a mother of 3 little kids. I looked at her and I said, "What happened?" "Ma'am, I really don't know, to be honest with you. 1 minute is okay. I got it 3 days ago, and then next day it's fucking dead. Dead. We think it might have had a health problem, because at the end it started twitching. It started doing weird shit. It had neurological problems." Yeah, you know why? Because these motherfuckers are not taking care of their animals. You hear me, PetSmart? Your animals are getting returned dead within 3 days. 3 days. But you have the balls to sit here and talk shit about us? Your manager even turned around and said, "Oh yeah, we know about you guys. All the employees talk about you guys." Out in the open publicly on YouTube right now, since they didn't believe that I was going to do this video. They wanted to be condescending and bitches. Out in the open, in front of everybody. With corporate listening to it and watching this. I want to know, number one is customer confidentiality, just like employee confidentiality. They can't talk about it. Employees cannot talk about other customers amongst each other. And I have it recorded when the bitch said it. One of your managers, Lisa straight told us today that your employees are talking about us. We're right here. I want to know what they said. What do you have to say? You want to talk about us? Talk about how much money we spent over there? Talk about the dead animals your fucking customers bring back? Talk about how you want to be tyrants towards your fucking paying customers? Talk about the fact that your employees don't know how to take care of animals and they don't know jack shit about the animals that you're selling in there, that every time we have to fucking ask about an animal, they pull out their fucking cell phones out of their asses, their back pockets, and they fucking Google it like we can? What are you talking about us for? I want to know exactly what the fuck you're saying about us. Because all this shit, all this evidence is going to my attorney. With your own employee, Lisa, saying it on a recorded conversation. On a recorded conversation between us and her. Her own words that the employees know us. They know of us and about us, and they're talking about us. Tell me what? I'm not even going to use my psychic medium powers on this. I don't need to because I already know what they're saying. I wanted to hear from their own mouth. What the fuck are you guys talking about us for? What rights does it give you as an employee to talk shit about a customer behind a customer's back? Out in the fucking open. I want to know, corporate. Thousands of people are going to see this video worldwide. You didn't think for a minute when I contacted corporate and told them twice today that it's going to be on Monica Spirit Queen. And you just fucking okay. Thinking I'm full of jokes. Joke's on you. Joke is on you. See, one thing that people need to know about me very fucking well is I don't just do this. To me, this ain't shit. Actions speak louder than words, and I take actions every fucking time. I always do what I say I'm going to do. Well, thank you, Gemma, for all the information. We're definitely going to contact the RSPCA as well. Don't forget to like my video, share it, subscribe, and click the bell notification button so you can come back to my next live. And of course, watch my other videos that I post. But thank you again, and I hope to see you soon, hun. Oh shit. Do you want to take him out so people could see who Jasper is, please? I'll do it. You want me to do it? You guys want to see Jasper? How plumped up he is now? You guys will see Jasper right now. The bearded dragon I rescued 2 weeks ago. He's nice and healthy now. You would never guess I got him from PetSmart compared to the animals they sell. That's Jasper. Look how plumpy and nice he looks now. Look at his stomach in the bottom. This is how well we take care of our animals. That's Jasper. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, night and day. In fact, the night I bought him, I came home, I went live on TikTok. And everybody saw how sucked up skinny he was on my TikTok live video. I know, thank you. She said he's so cute.
Yeah.
He is adorable. Very sweet, too.
Getting to get a lot better. Nicer.
He looks a lot healthier than he did at PetSmart.
Did you put the ice cream and the milk away and stuff?
Yeah.
The milk too?
I put everything away.
Good job. Thank you, babe. Such a good wifey.
I try. Babe, talk to them for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm taking a break for 1 second.
What's it say? He is so cute. Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
They're
gonna
talking
get really
about
big.
Jasper, babe.
I know.
I'm kidding. You're cute, too.
He's gonna get really big. Like, I don't know if you guys remember how Spike looked, but Spike was one of ours. Nobody's saying nothing.
Did they all die again?
Probably. They're wondering why no one's there. They're like, what the hell?
Bullshit, I told him to hold on for a second.
The one that said a damn word.
Oh, you guys are so dead. But yeah, I think we covered all the bases. Oh, the last part when you talked to the district manager.
Yeah.
On the phone. Do you want to say that part, what he said?
He was just rude. He kept cutting me off. He wouldn't listen to anything I had to say. And then I go, well, I have the entire situation recorded today so you can hear it. He's like, I don't give a damn about your recordings. I was like, oh, all right. I figured that much.
The words of a district manager from PetSmart. I don't care. I don't give a damn about your recordings.
They were friends. He told us that before we called. We knew that he was going to do that.
And then when you asked to talk to higher up, like his boss, he hung up on him.
No goodbye, no nothing, just hung up on me.
Mm-hmm. That's PetSmart for you guys. In fact, you know what I think I'm going to do? On their shipment days, babe.
What?
On their shipment days, because we know when their shipment days are.
Yeah.
I'm going to go drive around in the back of PetSmart, look through their dumpsters, and start finding the live animals that they throw back in that they don't need in their boxes.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to call the cops. And then I'm going to call animal control. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. My sirens and whistles will be blowing. Thank you, honey. Good night. Sweet dreams. So anybody have any comments on PetSmart? Or anything I said? Now, don't come back. You fucking libtards coming back and commenting, oh, she's such a Karen. Bitch, how would you feel when your mother gave birth to you and decided she didn't want you and just threw you in the back of the fucking dumpster? Do you think you'd be a fucking Karen? And it's not being a fucking Karen. I don't know who the fuck came up with this stupid word anyway. Stupid name. I feel bad for all the Karens out there. But, no, people that actually have the name Karen and that are not actually acting like retards like that. But I'm actually here helping these animals, trying to save lives. I'm doing something positive for the animals. Sorry. For our society. That's what I'm here for. And they're not going to shut me up. They can't threaten me. I'm not scared of them, as you can see. I'm not scared of them. They can try to threaten me all they want. I'm just going to put it out there publicly every time. Just like their district manager threatened us. If you walk in there and cause problems one more time, I'm going to trespass you. Trespass me. Trespass me. And I'll still go back in there. Because your trespass doesn't mean shit compared to how you guys treat not just your customers, but your animals there. So you're trespassing, you district manager cocksucking little peasant bitch, ain't gonna do shit to me. Nothing. And I know corporate's gonna be like, oh, she's so professional. She's sitting here cussing us out. It came to a point for me to cuss you guys out. You know why? Because seeing enough animal cruelty and seeing the way you guys treat your customers like you treat the animals the same way, I have every fucking right to sit here and cuss at you. Every right to sit here and put your asses in your place where it belongs.
We didn't do that in the store though. We were respectful.
No, that's what I told them earlier. We did not do this in the store. We were very professional, very respectful. I was recording to gather
But
evidence.
now you're in our home, in our show.
But now you're in my territory, so I could do and say what I want. Anxious to hear what you have to say. Hey, Greg. Holy shit, I've already said as much as I fucking said. You have to go back and watch the whole video. I pretty much said what I had to say about the way we get treated as customers. And then when we try to file a complaint on an employee that has an attitude problem for absolutely no reason, maybe again, they're on their rag, they have personal issues at home, they're bringing it to work, which is very unprofessional, and letting their anger out on customers, we're not going to stand for that. I don't owe anything to PetSmart employees. I don't owe anything to anybody in society. I'm a paying customer. When I come into PetSmart and I purchase stuff, very respectfully, quietly, and I get an attitude from one of the employees, I'm not going to take it. I'm sorry. If any one of my employees treated my clients the way that we got treated at PetSmart, and we've been getting treated at PetSmart, my employees would have been gone by now. And I did. I actually fired an employee last year because of one fuck up. One fuck up. And I got a complaint from a client. And that employee went bye-bye the same day. They couldn't pull this shit about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. What happened to customers are always right? That's what I want to know. What happened to customers are always right? Medusa has been rehomed. They'll give a damn when they're in court, slapped with the lawsuit. Exactly. And it's not just a lawsuit of the way we were treated, being singled out, because we're there every single week. And if it wasn't customers like us, PetSmart doors won't be open today. But the fact that the way that they're treating animals at PetSmart, too late now, corporate. You can't go there and change anything and then lie to the world and say, Monica's crazy. Everything she said was false. Come and look at our animals and see how well we treat them. Oh, I already got video and pictures. I got all the evidence I need. And I have the testimonials from your own employees that no longer work there. Yes, I do. We'll just let the judge decide. Everybody knows about PetSmart. Exactly. Everybody knows. And you know what the funny thing is, and sad at the same time? I didn't even have to make this video for people to know how PetSmart is. I didn't have to. Everybody that I talk to outside of my video, privately in my personal life, everybody has told me the same thing. And you know what they keep telling me? Monica, you're fucking crazy. Why do you keep going back to PetSmart and buying animals from there? You should stop buying animals from there because of the way that they treat their animals and how sick they are. The whole reason why I keep buying animals from there is because of them, the way that they get treated. Because they are sick, because they don't eat, because they're weak, because they're sucked up, because these motherfuckers don't care enough to feed them like they're supposed to be fed every day, which they don't. PetSmart does not feed their animals every day. And I have proof of that. I have proof. I have videos where I walked in just to give it a test run. Walked in to that same fucking location. Every day for a whole week. Recording every day for a whole week. Pointing out to the same animals and asked if they've been fed. No, 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 no. For a whole week. You know why? Because you guys only feed your animals once a week. And then you give up. If one animal doesn't fucking eat, you don't try again. You wait until the following week. And if they don't eat that week, you wait again for another following week. And if that animal ends up dead of starvation, what the fuck do you guys do? Throw it in the fucking back dumpster. Bag it up, put it in a box, throw it in the fucking back dumpster that you guys have in your back of the fucking store. I know it. Everybody knows it. I didn't have to tell the world this. Everybody knows what you guys do to your animals. And this video is actually going to go to RSPCA. This video is going to go to animal control. This video is going to go live and viral too. It's already live. I'm going to make sure it goes viral. It's going to go on all social media platforms, including all the evidence that I have. And then we're going to decide what the judge says. We're going to see what the judge says, with the amount of evidence I have. But you motherfucking cocksuckers have the balls to treat us like shit? Like we cause problems in your store? Just because I point out and ask it to see the feeding chart of when the last time this animal ate? Because this animal is too fucking sucked up and looks sick? And all the PetSmart customers, let me tell you this, another secret too. PetSmart does not take their animals to the vet. They don't take, even though they say they take them to the vet, they don't. Maybe one out of 1,000 animals, they'll take them to the vet. Maybe one. And that one fucking animal they take to the vet is because of customers like me that's a fucking pain in the ass, stick up their asses until they actually do. It's because of customers like me. Otherwise, they fucking die of starvation. They're fucking sick. They have some kind of an issue. Get thrown out in a fucking dumpster in the back of the fucking building. And then you guys haul it off the property real quick so people don't know about it. Because you guys have already been exposed multiple times by other YouTubers. I've seen those videos. We've all seen those fucking videos. Yep. I've seen the videos where YouTubers actually jumped in the fucking dumpster, took out a bunch of fucking boxes, opened it up. Oh, lo and behold, guess what? There's about 30 fucking bearded dragons live. Some of them dead of starvation. A bunch of them live, sickly, on their last fucking leg, barely hanging on to life. You guys are sick. PetSmart, you're fucking sick. You want to fucking point fingers at customers? We're the fucking problems? You guys are mentally fucking sick. You guys have mental issues. Abusing animals. And we're the fucking tyrants, right? We're the problems you're going to trespass. Trespass me, I dare you. Trespass me. You think that's going to keep me silent? You think that's going to keep me quiet from coming after you legally? You don't think I have attorneys? I'm a public figure, you dumbasses. Of course I have attorneys. Every public figure has an attorney. Look it up. Dumbasses. Yeah, really, Greg. every public figure that has a big platform or has big followers on platforms have attorneys. Especially me that have clients from around the world. Oh yeah, I have attorneys. I have multiple, not just one. So for the district manager at this fucking location that made a threat, if we come in there causing problems one more time, you're gonna trespass me? Guess what? Maybe next time I'll have the media and the news crew walking in behind me with their cameras shining along with mine as well. We're gonna see how much big problems I'm gonna cause at that location. You think I'm a nuisance now? The only reason why they don't want me back in there, they're trying to find every excuse. You know what? If we were such bad customers, how come we haven't been trespassed so far? How come we haven't been trespassed? How come? Because every time you guys try to cause problems for us, we put you in your place. We corner you in the back. Now you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. Yeah, because we corner you in the back. Don't try to flip the script on us. Just because we call you out on your bullshit about how you take care of your fucking animals. And we're very respectful there. Very respectful. Go check your cameras, PetSmart. Corporate, check your cameras. See if there's any time we got physical. See if there's any time we started yelling and cussing at people. You'll never find it. Ever. Because that's not the type of people we are in public. The reason why I'm so aggressive now is because I'm in my own platform. I'm in my own home. I could say and do what I want. That's the difference. I can act how I want. This is my channel. I own my channel. This is my channel. My channel pays me. I work for my channel. This is my platform. I'm in my own home. So I could say whatever the fuck I want. I can act however the fuck I want. And there's not a goddamn thing that PetSmart could say. Go tell the judge, oh, she's so threatening. I'm not threatening. I don't make threats. I keep promises. I speak the truth. And you know what the fucked up part is about society these days? When people like me start speaking the truth, all of a sudden we're a threat to them. We're the threat. But yet you guys kill your animals and throw them in the dumpsters. And we're the threat. Or the fact that your customers bring in dead animals. They take them alive that are sick. You sell sick animals. 2-3 days later, the animal dies. They bring it back to you. And we're the bad guys? No. I rehomed my animals. My rescued animals. I rehomed all of them. Not one time did somebody come back and say, hey, the animal I got from you is dead. No. In fact, every update I get from every animal I've rehomed so far has been thriving. Thriving. I get pictures and updates all the time from my customers. I can't say that about PetSmart. Every fucking customer that walks back in with the fucking animal they purchased from you is dead. Not thriving, dead. DEAD, dead. In its own tank, in its own cage, in its own environment. Stop selling sick animals. Take them to the vet for once. Shame on you. Shame on you, PetSmart. For the last time. Store number 1027. 1027. Evelyn is one of the managers. Evelyn. She's like a young kid. She looks young. I don't know. Probably 20 something. Doesn't know anything about animals. She has a very aggressive attitude. If you walk up to her and ask her a question that she doesn't feel like answering, she's going to turn around and say, you're giving me an attitude. I'm refusing my services to you. She is maybe about 5'3", kind of heavy set, Hispanic, dark hair with glasses. That's her. The other one, Lisa, another so-called manager. Maybe probably 40s, going on late 40s. Highlighted hair, she ties her hair up a lot. Highlighted hair, another Hispanic one. Yeah, her name is Lisa. She puts makeup on. Evelyn doesn't put makeup on, even though she needs to. I'm kidding. I don't discriminate looks. I was just trying to make a joke. But store number 1027. Are you guys fucking kidding me? Don't go over there and start talking shit in my comments. I barely put makeup on. This is the first time I put makeup on in what, weeks? Go back to my last fucking video in the last couple of months or couple of weeks. I barely put makeup on. I'm sick of makeup too. Anyways, PetSmart. Store number 1027. Store location, 1321 West Craig Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89032. Their phone number is 702-938-5880. What's the corporate number? Give me the corporate number so I can... Oh, you guys want to call corporate? I'll give you guys a corporate number. You guys can call and bitch and complain about why their animals die so much at that location. Store number, just tell them store number 1027 in North Las Vegas, Nevada. Store number 1027, right there, in North Las Vegas, Nevada. But let me have that corporate number so I could give it to them. And I'm going to put this information inside in the description as well in case you guys didn't catch it.
One. Sound. 888. I'm watching videos. Don't take it off.
Corporate number 1-888-839-9638. 1-888-839-9638. Corporate. Call and complain about location number 1027 in North Las Vegas, Nevada. That's all you guys need. They'll pull it up. The more people that call, if you guys really care about animals and animal abuse and want to put a stop to it, call them. Oh, and be sure to let them, should I tell them that? To let them know this on my video? Yeah, they think I was bluffing. Let them know that you saw Monica's Spirit Queen's video and they should go on my channel and watch it.
The district manager talked to her,
And complain about how they talk to my husband, Donnie, the district manager, and how they treat us every time we go in there. And we've been going there for a couple years now. At least once or twice a week, if not 3 or 4 times a week, depending what we need for our animals. And that they should not be treating us the way that they have been treating us. The more people that actually complain, I think we could do something about it. So if you guys care about me, my family, my husband, my animals, including all the animals at PetSmart, and how they're treating customers as well, please do so, even if you don't live in the area. Phone calls would help a lot. And I will be putting this information in the description once we're done with this live. Anyways, I said what I had to say. I gotta get going. What time is it? Dude, I'm so burned out. I'm thinking about coming back in 30 minutes because I'm going to eat real quick. I'm hungry. Coming back in 30 minutes and if you guys want me to do live,
I'll show you that video. It's called to me.
If you guys want me to do the live, what do you call it? God damn, I can't even think anymore.
Readings.
Live readings, thank you. I'm going to come back in about 30 minutes, but I need to take a break. I need to eat. I'm hungry. Get some energy back up, and then I'll come back and do some live readings for you guys. But I'm going to get going for now. I hope you guys enjoyed all the information I gave you guys about PetSmart. And I hope that people would start growing more balls, because I know society these days are a little too sensitive, too scared to speak up. That's the problem. You guys are being suppressed. You guys are being bullied, harassed, and allowing them to win. Without our voices, we're not going to win. This is not going to be the new norm in this country. Grow some fucking balls, people. Grow some fucking balls. Stand up to what you fucking believe. And if you don't, you're part of the problem too. I gotta go. Goodbye.